Welcome to this experience of Yoga Nidra. Today we will be working with intentions. I rest in the divinity deep within and let it restore my inner peace. I am surrounded and guided by universal presence. I am steady in the midst of life situations. And prepare for Yoga Nidra by lying on the back with some hide under the knees, padding under the head, and perhaps a blanket to cover up with. Now close the eyes. Take deep breaths and relax. Inhale fully and exhale with a deep sigh. Again, inhale fully. Exhale and let go even more. Bring your body into awareness. Recognize that your body has been a trusted vehicle. It has allowed your expression in the world, creating accomplishments and contributions to the best of its ability. Now it is time for your body to rest deeply. I want you to receive these words energetically. Let it resonate in every cell of your being. This is the Amrit Yoga prayer. I open my heart to explore the divinity that is inherent within my body and my being. I respect and honor my body as a temple of the divine. I am not just this body, but the embodied spirit itself. I am not my emotions or my thoughts. I am the witness to all that is in passing. When I step into Yoga Nidra, I step into sacred territory. I take this moment as an opportunity to transform all that holds me back from living in the light of the being I am. I let go of the limitations that are continually discovered and held in my physical, mental, and emotional bodies, and keep me from realizing the divine potential inborn within me. During this entire practice of Yoga Nidra, I make a firm commitment to apply myself 100%. I engage my full attention and choiceless awareness to fully surrender to the experience of the moment and the sacred union of body, mind, heart, and soul. Now follow my guidance as we take 3 deep breaths. Ready? Let's inhale together. Hold the breath in, closing off the throat. When prompted by the inner urging of the body, release the breath, slow and steady. Deep-seated tensions, leaving your body with the breath. Second breath now. Inhale together. Hold the breath in, closing off the throat. Allow tension to build, holding a bit longer without struggle. Release the face, shoulders, and arms as you hold. And when prompted, release fully, expelling from the body what it no longer needs. Enter a deeper state of relaxed awareness. And third breath. Inhale together. Hold the breath in, closing off the throat. Hold even longer now, but without strain. Remain the neutral observer. When prompted, release the breath slow and steady, letting it all go until there is nothing left, until you are completely empty, open. Breathe normally. Allow the breath to rise and fall in its own rhythm. The breath becoming progressively quieter until it is almost impossible to detect. Observe the impact of the practice in the form of sensations in your body. Begin to sense your own bodily presence. Feel every cell pulsing, vibrating with radiant energy. Relax with the sensations as they rise and fall. Remain the neutral observer. As we enter this next phase of Yoga Nidra, remain as motionless as possible. If you need to move or make an adjustment, do so mindfully and return to stillness as soon as you are able. Resolve to remain awake, staying in touch with the sound of my voice. Simply allow your entire body to respond to my words directly and non-mentally. Allow any internal or external disturbances to take you deeper within. Let your mind melt and merge into the energy body. Go beyond the boundaries of body and mind. And now drop into the deepest state of tranquility, stillness, and peace in the third eye. From this very relaxed state, follow my guidance as we begin So Hum breath. As you inhale, feel the breath moving up the front of the spine, from the tailbone to the crown of the head. As you exhale, allow attention to move down the back of the spine, from the crown back to the tailbone, and continue this breath. Stay focused and feel the energy move in this circular pattern up the front, down the back. Now we will integrate this circular breath with the non-vocal sound of So Hum. With each inhalation, feel the sound So as the breath flows up the front of the spine. With each exhalation, feel the sound of Hum flow with the breath down the back of the spine. Fully devote your attention to the circular movement of breath and sound along the spine. Soak in the sound and essence of So Hum. I am that. I am that. Merge completely into the breath. Become it. Now breathe normally. Remain totally absorbed in the subtle vibration of sound and energy moving along the spine. Rest in the knowing of oneness. I am that. That I am. Bring your awareness to the third eye. Disappear into vibration. Observe the vast stillness and silence. Resting in this vastness, allow whatever comes into your field of awareness to be present without comment or judgment. Witness as it floats by like clouds in the sky. Freed from restrictions of the mind, divine energy awakens. It is dark. Imagine that you are walking through a forest. You are carrying a backpack. In it are your most treasured items. In the far distance, you see a bonfire burning. As you approach the bonfire, you see that no one is around. You know that this bonfire has been made for you, so you feel safe to take off your backpack, sit down and rest. Slowly you unpack your backpack. One by one, you arrange your most treasured belongings neatly alongside the bonfire. Look at your belongings. Notice what is most important to you. Just behind you, you notice the flickering light of the bonfire illuminating a well. You walk over. The well is dark and deep, a cylindrical tunnel into the depths of the earth. There is a bucket on a chain. You lower it into the well. It disappears into darkness of the well. You can feel the bucket on the chain in the depths, but you cannot see it. Now pull the bucket up. Notice what it feels like as it begins to come close to the surface. As the bucket comes to the surface, you tilt it towards the light so that you're able to see what is inside. Become aware of spontaneous thoughts and feelings arising without needing to do anything about them. As you look at what has surfaced, bring it back with you towards the heat of the bonfire. You have a choice. If what has surfaced is a helpful, treasured part of you, you may choose to keep it and place it alongside your other most treasured items. If it is not helpful, you have the choice to throw it in the bonfire and watch it dissolve and disappear. If you choose to burn your item, throw it into the fire now. Watch it curl up into the flames and disappear. You are now unburdened, free, and clear of that thing. If you choose to keep your item, place it alongside your other items. Allow this part of you to take its rightful place. Notice how you feel more whole, more complete as you recognize, honor, and accept this part of you. With this resolve, you allow yourself to deeply rest and integrate by the fire. Recognizing that the choice you have made affects you on every level of your being. Feel it reshaping and changing your entire energetic structure to reflect the shift that you have made. As the light begins to dawn and the fire burns low, it is time to move on. You begin to place your most treasured items one by one into your backpack. Placing the backpack on your back, you once again continue on your journey. Pausing for a moment to look back at the well and the smoldering fire that have helped you come to a resolution this night. Now give yourself the permission to enter into the deepest level of relaxation right now. Dissolve and disappear into stillness. Open, empty of all doing, all past, all future. Thoughts rising and dissolving, coming and going without pull towards any one thought. Energy of sensation gathering, forming and dissipating. Rest back as the capacity that you are. Allow all things to be. Allow yourself to receive the following intentions. Let them be received by every cell of your being. I rest in the divinity deep within me I let it restore my inner peace. I am surrounded and guided by universal presence. I am steady in the midst of life situations. Feel your intention being recognized and honored at all levels of your being. No doubt or hesitation. Simply let it be done. Let your intention become a part of your inner blueprint. If there is a family member, life situation, or relationship that needs resolution at this time, let your attention go there now. Surround it with the light of your neutral awareness. Allow yourself to open to the situation in a new way. Now slowly feel yourself beginning to rise to the surface of awareness. Notice the rising and falling of your breath. No effort or control on your part. Slowly begin to come back to awareness of your physical body. Feel the sensation of your body lying on the surface beneath you. The quality of the air as it touches your skin. When you feel the impulse, begin to move and stretch your body as if awakening from a restful sleep. If the impulse is to remain still, do so. When you are ready, gently roll onto your right side. Feel yourself held here in the comfort, safety, and protection of the womb of existence. I rest in the divinity deep within, I let it restore my inner peace. I am surrounded and guided by universal presence. I am steady in the midst of life situations. Regardless of what you may or may not recognize, know that something deep within has shifted. Now slowly use the strength of your arms to bring you up to a comfortable seated position with the eyes closed. Notice how your attention is automatically and effortlessly held in meditation. Rest in this stillness. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. May there be peace in your heart, peace in your mind, peace in your life always. This yoga nidra has now ended. You may open your eyes and receive a new day.